Previously on Opportunity Knocks.
I've worked with other clients that have gone through these IVF and they've gone into debt. There are times where there's been some kind of predatory lending.
It's kind of way out there, but I want to ask if you would host an art show for my work.
13 credit cards. I'm suggesting to cut them up.
All of the cards?
I want you to reach out to your friend who has the Medicap business.
Okay.
And ask them questions.
Specifically for you, Juliet, I think talking to a career counselor about what other options exist.
Okay.
Every day, millions of Americans must make the choice between rent and food. Opportunity Knocks has matched 3 expert coaches with 6 struggling families to give a personalized financial experience that even you can benefit from. Through this journey, we will see that the American dream is possible with the right advice. Will the obstacles they face prove to be too much for these 6 families? Or will the coaches help them open the door when opportunity knocks?
Here we go.
Yeah. The homework.
The homework. Are you excited about changing careers?
I like school. I like school social work a lot, but I also know that there's not a ton of mobility.
Like, it feels hard because I'm like, no, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like,
I think though, like, I like that you're so like steadfast because public education is so important and so like admirable, especially in a time when like teachers are leaving the classroom. And so the fact that you're like, no, I want to stay there is like really cool. And so I think, you know, it's scary for me to like explore other options, but doing it for our family and seeing, you know, how we can make it all work is important.
yeah, and it's just like there's no harm in looking too. It's exciting.
Yeah, and I think because like I have done so much school-based, I think I kind of have tunnel vision, you know, where it's like, it's the only thing I know.
If someone said, okay, tomorrow you got to do something besides teach, I'd be like, what?
Yeah, okay, but what is it? I have this one skill.
Here are my expo markers. And where's the smart board in this?
And the pencils, and then what do I do now? Yeah, so it's like terrifying, but also Jean has already like kind of like started setting us up for success, and now it's like we have to take some initiative in other things.
Yeah.
If somebody else tells me like, this is what you can do.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. It's scary.
Do you feel like it's a sacrifice or?
I am not saying that. Best for our family.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I just feel like I'm doing what I have to do.
And you have to show a lot of bravery to do that.
Thanks. Thanks.
You have been so supportive.
So thank you.
Oh yeah, sure.
Keep you around.
You're so good at taking compliments.
Oh, thanks. All right, should we get ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
What brings you to Coastal today?
We are here for a home education class.
Oh, okay. I think you all have an appointment with me. So if you all can just follow me and we can go into my office, okay?
Yeah,
All right.
Awesome. On the Opportunity Finder tool, we found Coastal Credit Union.
My first impression of Warren, he's a sharp-dressed, warm guy. And
Handsome.
Just friendly, very professional, and eager to greet us, eager to hear our story and help us.
First-time home buyers, we don't know what we're doing.
No. Well, first of all, let me say that you all are on the right track in regards to that, but we're just going to try to steer you a little bit more. So tell me a little bit about yourselves in terms of what's your current financial situation and stuff like that. Are you currently renting or what is our housing situation?
So we currently live with my parents, and we're paying a discounted rent, and so it's just $500 a month.
Okay.
They're being very generous while we're transitioning.
I was gonna say, you have good parents, man.
We do.
Very
All
supportive.
right, it's very supportive. All right.
Warren makes us feel important and valued. He makes us feel part of the Coastal family.
Any money we have left over, we have been stashing away for a home.
Okay.
Because that's our primary financial goal right now. We don't want to live with my parents forever, even though they're so generous and wonderful.
So you've been saving money each month to put toward a home. So about how much money are you talking about?
We have about $12,000 in there.
Okay, great job of saving. That's very, very smart. One of the things I want to prepare you for is that, okay, we are gonna have ongoing expenses in terms of when you first get into the house. So we wanna make sure that you, A, have enough money to get into the house, and B, have a plan to stay in the house once you get there. So what we like to get for our members for our homework is kind of like a budget worksheet. It's very, very important that you know what you have coming in, but mostly more important to know what you have going out. So by you doing this budget before you meet with our mortgage person, you're going to be able, hey, this is what we have, so you know you will have wiggle room or a solid baseline in terms of like, hey, based off our budget worksheet, Karen, we have X amount of money coming in, we have this amount of money going out. So could you work with us to make sure that we can still stay within those guidelines of getting into the home of our dreams, all right?
Right.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna introduce you to Karen. She's in the office, and that way she can make an appointment for you all to come back.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we
So
can do that.
if you all can come with me now, I'll do an introduction to Karen.
It's nice to have this one-stop shop kind of feel where we're meeting with Warren, we're getting our home education, and then he refers us right across the hall to his counterpart, Karen, to talk to us about mortgages and mortgage products.
When you come back in for the appointment, if you want to bring like current pay stubs, W-2s, maybe your most recent 2 months bank statements, that would be great. I can go and start building your file.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay?
Great.
All right.
Thank you so much, Karen.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right, so I'm calling, to pick your brain a little bit about, your transportation service. I'm doing another homework assignment. I called a friend who also started a Medicaid transportation company, and he agreed to FaceTime me to give me a couple of pointers on what I needed to do. When did you start the company?
I started the company back in 2017.
And why did you start the company?
What happened, it was that, after I had the car accident, I was going to therapy. That's when I see people waiting. I'm like, what are you waiting for? They would tell me they're waiting for the medical transportation company. So I'm like, this is something that I think that I can, that I can do. So then that's how I got into doing this.
Did you already have vans, or how did you get the vans that you needed?
Well, I started off with one vehicle, then I started handing out flyers, and I started getting customers, then I start adding vehicles and adding drivers.
Okay. How do you feel about me starting my own company?
That'd be great. You know what I mean? That'd be great. I mean, I'll be able to, if you need my help, I'll be able to tell you, what to do, because when you want to look into the rules, like as far as the state, you want to make sure you check that out.
Oh, so it's different rules from state to state.
Yeah, requires CDL and then DOT inspection and all that stuff, and that could be costly.
I'm thankful that Patrice told me to reach out to my friend. For some reason, I would have never thought of that on my own. So am I kind of like at a little advantage because I already have my CDL, or?
Definitely, you are the advantage because you have a passenger endorsement. CDL license, and that's what you're gonna need.
And besides like the car, just for me running a business, what advice would you give me as far as running a business on my own?
Get set up with a local SBA and stuff like that. They have grants program, plus they will help you do your business plan.
Okay. Starting a company seems like a daunting task. It seems like there's a lot of components to it and a lot of things that need to be done.
Get with the SBA, and somebody over there will help you set up your business right, and you get a good accountant.
Hindi is telling me so much useful information. I feel like he's another coach in my corner. Thank you so much, Hindi. You gave me so much information, and I'm gonna call you later.
All right, then. Take care now.
Yep, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
I was able to find the Diocesan and Migrant and Refugee Services, also known as DMRS, on the Opportunity Finder. Hi, I'm here to see Albert.
Sure, I can go ahead and give him a call so he can come back.
Thank you. I am ready to become a U.S. citizen.
Patricia Reyes.
Hi. And hopefully they can help me get my U.S. citizenship. Thank you so very much for taking the time to meet with me today. I really want to become a U.S. citizen, and so that's why I'm here, hoping that you can help me with that.
Great. There's a couple of requirements that you have to have in order to qualify for naturalization. If I can be allowed to ask you some questions, is that okay?
Yes, sure, that's fine.
Where were you born?
I was born in Chihuahua, Mexico. My parents migrated to California when I was 2.
Your parents are U.S. citizens, right?
Yes, they are U.S. citizens. Mm-hmm.
When did you start living here in the United States?
I've been in the United States since 2 years old.
It's a long time.
Yeah. Yes, it is a long time. And I know the language very well, just hadn't been able to afford getting my U.S. citizenship. I know that lawyer fees can be very expensive. It's something that I'm not able to afford at this time. It's just very difficult right now.
You do qualify for free legal services here at the office, and you also can qualify for a fee waiver for your application fee.
Oh my God, that's such a relief. The application fee itself is $725, but I did qualify for the services at no cost. No cost.
We are delighted to help you.
I can't believe it. No, I can't believe it. And I can't believe how simple it was to find them.
Okay, so these are requirements to come back and bring to me, okay? I'm gonna make you an appointment to come back with me. Mm-hmm. Make sure you bring me all this information. It's been a pleasure to meet you, okay? Yes. Thank you.
All I keep seeing is that look on her face, so, okay.
Oh, there she is?
Here we go. The moment of truth.
How you doing? Hi, Bentley. Hey, Patrice. How are you? Doing good. So good to see you. It's so good to see you. I can't wait to hear these updates.
Oh, yes, we have some updates.
Okay, so last time I was here, I gave you 2 homework assignments.
Yes.
So the first one was you were going to brainstorm, think through living a life of faith and service, but also being responsible financial stewards. Mm-hmm. And you were going to visit the CDFI.
First of all, I want to say that the CDFI is amazing. Oh my goodness, the whole entire experience, they were so accommodating, they were so nice. With that being said, they did look at our credit card debt and they helped us to consolidate all of our bills.
So they took those 13 credit cards.
Yes.
And brought it all together.
So monthly, like it's saving us like $1,000.
Yes.
A month. Yeah.
That is wonderful. Where are those credit cards?
Well, they told us to cut them up.
Did you cut them up? What did that feel like?
Not yet. We didn't cut them up yet.
In my heart, they are cut up.
I would like them to be cut up in your hands because you have to remember, again, you're shifting your mindset. And right now, just having them is still dangerous.
It felt like going, to the principal's office when I told her that we hadn't cut the credit cards yet. I was, I didn't know if she was gonna make me call my mom.
What about the faith piece and allowing yourself to make some money, Charles?
I have put some thought into it, but I guess I keep leaning toward the excuse of our circumstances are different. The environment, the things that have happened. I'm taking all that constantly in consideration.
So there's two sides here, right? One is the emotional side, and that's the side you keep leaning into. Everybody is struggling. And so you create a narrative that therefore people don't have it, which goes back to that idea of making you bad for saying, I deserve a salary, right? And so that's the emotional side, but there's a logical side here too, which is if you are not getting paid, Charles, and you cannot sustain the church and your family, you cannot serve in the greatest way possible for the longest time. Just because it's a church, it's still a business. You gotta treat it like one.
Again, you serving the oversized pills, hard to swallow, but I do understand. What Patrice is telling me in terms of asking for compensation is the right thing to do. It's uncomfortable, but it's right.
What you got going on?
You know, I sing, and so I'm thinking about just to earn some extra income to do private lessons, you know.
I love it. And you realize too that you're not confined just to Lake Charles.
Right.
I've actually had clients in the past that do vocal lessons online. Again, mindset expanded. Think outside the box.
Yeah.
You have a gift and you have an opportunity here. Yeah, this is so good.
Patrice is proud of us, but I can tell, you know, as she's talking to us, you guys are making great strides, but she has a next coming.
You guys have done some really great work, but of course there's more.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
You knew it was coming. All right, breathe. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
I want you both to go back to the Opportunity Finder tool, but this time I want you to look for support with business planning. I think that you both need to get business plans in place, and I don't want either of you to treat, you know, the church or these music lessons like just a little extra money, because I believe that your attitude towards the process will determine your success.
We've never did a business plan before concerning the church.
Sound good?
Yeah.
I got you.
All right, because I'm coming back.
She kind of helped alleviate this uncomfortable feeling I had about approaching the church, where I can continue all the work that I'm doing there, all the work that I love to do there, but be also compensated for the work at the same time.
Come on, Billy, are you coming home with me?
I think he's trying.
Come on, yes.
You can have them. We give dogs away at our church.
Oh gosh, you know what? You caught me creating, actually.
Oh, you're painting?
Welcome into
Let me take a look.
my studio. I'm a lover of bright colors, so.
You paint as you feel, right?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So
All right.
I'm feeling good today.
I can't wait to see it finished.
Come on, sit down.
Thank you.
I am excited to share with Louis that I have followed through on all the homework that he gave me.
You're going to go look on the Opportunity Finder for a nonprofit to help you get your U.S. citizenship, right?
Yes.
What happened there?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about this. I was able to find a nonprofit that can help me with the application fee and the attorney fees.
Wait, hold on a second. What do you mean help you with the application fee?
Well, there's a process. It looks like I do qualify because there's a income bracket. So it looks like I
So they're going to pay for it?
Yes.
Fully pay for it?
Well, yes, it is a nonprofit.
Okay.
So the lawyers there, all their services are
Pro bono?
pro bono, yes.
That's amazing. And what else did you do? Give me good news.
So I went on the Opportunity Finder and I was able to get an appointment with the CDFI. They were very helpful. However, they're not going to be able to help me refinance at this time. Yeah.
Why? What happened?
Well, because the property needs a lot of renovations, it needs a lot of repairs. There needs to be an appraisal done as is. And after everything's done, like after the way that I envision it, the extension of the gallery wrapping around.
Your dream, basically.
Yes, my dream. So while I was there, I took your advice. I had the courage to ask them if they would host a art show for me.
Good for you.
So the next step is to go and show them a piece.
I am so proud of you for having the courage or the guts to ask. That's fantastic.
Yes, definitely was a breakthrough.
That is unbelievable.
It is. I felt that Louis saw that I was taking everything to heart and I was listening to his instruction and his mentorship.
Did you reach out to the county treasurer?
Not yet. I have not.
All right, well then, we just got to go back to the opportunity finder, and you just got more homework, after I leave.
Right, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
I want you to follow up and follow through on all the urgent stuff.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you, Patricia. I can't wait to see you again and see where we're at. Okay.
Thank you, Louis.
All right. Thank you so much, Patricia.
Hi. You must be Fiona?
Yes.
James, I'm Anna. Nice meeting you. Please come on in.
Thanks.
Financial Partners has been around for over 80 years, so you came to the right place. I would like to start with a few questions just so I can get to know how you do your day-to-day banking.
I think it's always nerve-wracking when somebody goes through all of your finances and you're totally wide open and vulnerable, and then they're like, oh, sorry, we now looked at your dirty laundry, we can't help you.
Are you saving for something specifically?
Yeah, saving money to eventually buy a house.
That's
It's really our
one
dream
of our
goal.
dream goals is to be homeowners.
Oh, yeah.
Make a family and buy a house. You know, the American dream, right?
That is definitely the American dream. So you want to be new parents? How
Yes.
Yeah.
soon?
Well, we're hoping. Yeah, it's part of our debt. Unfortunately, it's been really, really traumatic. When we started telling our story, Anna was like really empathetic. We were like desperate to get a loan. They had given us a couple references of lenders to use, so we just grabbed whichever one we could that would possibly give us a loan. And we were given a loan.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, phew, we got one. Not even looking at interest rates, not even caring, because we're just trying to get pregnant.
But the IVF was unfortunately
A failure.
a failure.
No, we're in $25,000 of debt and we don't have
Just get
anything
nothing from it.
to cover for it. And so then, we had to take some time to recover from that. And then we tried again, and then that failed. And so we got another loan for $10,000.
Yeah.
And that didn't work. And so we're just racking up more debt and trying not to quit the dream. Whenever we start talking about our story, I can't help but just start crying because it's been really hard. I mean, even now I'm gonna get emotional.
I'm very sorry to hear that you've gone through so much.
Thanks.
It must be really tough to go through everything that you have gone through.
We do feel that even through the IVF loan sheets that we were given, that they were predatory. Yeah.
We're curious to know if it was a predatory loan, and that if so, if you can help us with that.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's very upsetting to know that these companies are taking advantage of people.
Yeah.
And as your personal banker, I pride myself in helping our members, building relationships. And the way we help our members is by consolidating all their debt. It's all going to be in one payment with a much lower interest rate.
That's right. I almost felt like she wanted to help us even more after hearing our story. And so, I mean, that just felt really good.
You guys have excellent credit, and it gets me upset to know that someone with great credit is paying so much interest on those loans.
Wow.
They're definitely taking advantage of you.
Wow.
We didn't know these IVF clinics were charging us really big interest rates. And we were paying way more than we needed to.
So we can definitely help you consolidate those two into one loan. I mean, the rate that we offer here with this credit, it will be 5.99 for 4 years or 6.99 for 5 years.
Wow, what are we paying now?
Wow.
Well, right now you're paying almost 13%.
Oh my God, wow.
We're gonna
That's
save
amazing.
you $1,000.
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me?
A month.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God. $1,000 a month.
Now that you know that we're gonna help you save this much money, I have homework for you.
Okay.
Okay.
I need you to work on a budget. We wanna see how much you're actually spending a month.
Uh-oh.
And I wish you luck with your journey becoming parents.
Thank you, Anna.
And next time we meet, we can get you started for that home loan.
Okay.
That's great. Thank you so much. Pleasure to meet
Thank
you.
Nice meeting you. Take care.
To find your own opportunities, please visit opportunityknocks.net. Next time on Opportunity Knocks.
We have a 2-year-old daughter. We're thinking about having another one.
That's a fantastic goal, a life goal.
I've been on a pretty intense IVF journey. I've recognized there's no support to help women going through this process.
Trying to figure out what I need to do to get off of Section 8.
I really need you to find someone that can help you bring it together into a succinct business plan.
I think it's time to cut up them credit cards.
Okay, you ready for that?